So as you can see, I have lost my cord. It goes right here, pull, and that's supposed to be there. And I had a 12-inch snowstorm last night, and I'm tired of shoveling, so it's time to fix this little puppy. Shouldn't be too hard, but we'll go through it. Okay, so you can see there's one nut here, one nut here, there's another nut right there, and there's another nut right there. And that one's got this cable connected to it to tie it down, but nonetheless, we got to take these four off, expose this, and then we'll be on our way. Okay, now that the bolts are off, I want to make sure you remember how to position this. This is reading, obviously, as it should, so let's just make sure you put it back on the same way it came off. We're going to do this slightly backwards. So if you look at this one, a lot of times you'll see if you line this up, there's no tension. We'll have to work on the tension. But as I turn, I gotta find my spot again where it goes through, and it's gonna be, for me, right here. All right, so I'm gonna line that back up with where it goes through here. A lot of times you'll have a gap in here you'll be able to work with, but in my case I have no gap. So it's gonna be a little trickier for me. So I'm gonna go the reverse direction, and we're gonna see if I'm lucky I can catch that, and if I'm not lucky, we'll have to play around with it for a bit. See there, it just went in. So this one's gonna be a little trickier to thread, so I might have to do some other things. Hang on. Okay, so my dilemma is this is a fixed item, and so I couldn't really get it out. And so I had to come up with another way of getting my lead in, because this was too flimsy. It just bent when I tried to run it through the hole here. And so the goal on this is to get something. In my case, I ended up, actually at my wife's suggestion, using a hanging wire for a picture frame, because that's stiff enough that I could turn it and get it inside that hole, because I don't have enough room right here. And so you've got to get some kind of wire. Now I'm going to take the end, tighten it. Okay. So, there we go. You can see it now, hopefully. So we've got it now back in. That took a little longer than we wanted to, but it is what it is. So we've got the rest of our cable here. I didn't want to have to undo this. Either end had to go in, since this was so close and I didn't have to rebuy the cable. So now what happens is we have to do this counterclockwise to wind the string 4 times. Actually, what we should do is, I don't know how we're going to do this one, because we really need to have enough string out that it doesn't coil, really. Because if we coil it, maybe shoot. Well, yeah, it's not going to work. We should have coiled it first. Yeah, so then that's just not going to. Dang it all. Okay, well that means we're going to have to do it over again, because I have to coil the spring first, because I don't have a way to get the string up out of here. If I had a way to get the string out of here and I could coil it, that'd be fine. But because this is so tight right here, I don't have a way to coil the spring again. So that means I've got to redo this little son of a gun again. Crap. Each time I do that, I lose a little bit more string. Do that again. So you got to go counterclockwise. There's 1. There's 2. There's 3. And there's 4. So you really want to do it 4 times. In my case, we're just going to grab something and put it in here like this to lock it in place while we mess with it. Okay, so now we've got it coiled. So now we're going to do it again. So we're trying to expose some of that inner core white part of the rope. So I had to cut off the part where I had burned it, because it wouldn't make the turn. So we're going to try it again. See if we can get it to go this time. our spots again. Feed it into the hole. We're going to back it up a little bit here. Okay, so that's gone through the hole. You can see that it's, there we got it. You can see that little white thing right there with my hand. That little white thing right there is what I want to pull on. That is my cord. I'm going to release the wire. Pull it out of my way while I pull that in. Come on. There we've got the whole cord. So now we're just going to pull that through and we got it strung. Okay. Now, assuming that we did this correctly, we're going to trim it one more time. I'm losing steam on my cable here, which is not good. That's okay. I'm going to leave the white one there this time just in case I have a problem. I don't want to lose more of my rope. So we'll just kind of tighten that down a bit like that. That'll work. And I'm going to roll it down here on the ground. Tap it down. Where's my hammer? Okay, we still have this in here, so my tension is still good because this is what's holding my tension. And then I'm going to go ahead and put my knot back in. Pull it tight. Pull the string back out like that. Tuck that down. And now when I release the tension, this should pull it back in, which it does. So I should be able to go like that, and I'm all done. So lessons learned. In this case, because this is so tight, you got to recoil it counterclockwise 4 times to get enough tension in the string. Use something to brace it in place. And then you have to re-thread it. So in my case, mine was a little more difficult because there was no gap right here. So you had to actually thread it between the hole and this flywheel all at the same time. But nonetheless, it seems to be working. And we'll just put it back together again. Okay, so now we just got to make sure that we put it back on correctly. We'll take that off for the time being. We'll set those back on. Put that back on like that. And then we'll put our 4 screws back on. And we should be good to go. Okay. We're all good to go. We'll pull it once and see if she gets started. There it goes. Turn over. That'll work. All done. Please subscribe to my channel for more do-it-yourself videos, travel videos, and drone videos. I appreciate it.